Okay, represent the number root 5 and root 10 on a number line. So we'll first represent root 5 on a number line. So I have written root 5. So just what is root 5? Root 5 can be written as squares. 4 plus 1. Okay, now what is the square root of 4? It is 2. And what is the square root of 1? It is 1. So we can take this. Okay, just an idea of that. Now I'll be just drawing a right angled triangle. I'll just give it a name as POQ. And I'll just put the value 2 at its base and 1 as its height, and I want to find out the value of this. Okay, so now I'll just write this. In a right angled triangle POQ, by Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? It is hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. So what is that one side? It is, what is the hypotenuse? OQ. Side opposite to the 90-degree angle is your hypotenuse. So I'll just write OQ square is equal to OP square. Okay, so OP square plus QP. QP square. Now you know the value. What is OP square is equal to? 2 square. And what is QP? It is 1 square. So what is it? 2 2s are 4 plus 1 square is 1. So it is 5. So now just like you do normally, you're going to take square roots on both sides. So you get it as 5, root 5. So what is this? OQ is equal to root 5. Square and square root gets cancelled. So you get it as OQ. So OQ is equal to root 5. Now using these two values, I'm going to represent root 5 on a number line. So for that, I will first take a scale and I'm going to draw a number line. Okay, so I've placed it properly and I'm drawing a number line. So I've done that. So I'll be putting 2 arrows because it is round, and I'll just name it as line L. Now I'll be taking the scale and putting numbers on this number line. I want to take 1 unit as 2 centimeter. Okay, so that way I'll draw. So that means, see, from here I'll start. Okay, this is the start. From here I'm taking 2 units and this is my first mark. Then again 2 units, that is coming at 4. Here I'll be marking at 4. Again after 2 units, what is it? It's 6. So I'll be marking it over there. Then after 2 units, that is 8, I'll be marking there. Then after 2 units, that is 10, I'll be marking there. Here I'll be marking again after 2 units and so on. Okay, so here I will finish it. Now just let's number it. So I'm giving -1 number over here, 0 over here, then 1, then 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now I'll be taking the point O at 0. So I'll just name it as O. Okay, so this is my naming. So I'm naming it as O. And the first part that I have to take is P. So it is 2 units. So I'll take 1 unit, 2 units. So at 2, I'm going to place my protector and name 2 as P. I've named it as P. And I'll take my protector and I'm going to place it exactly at the point C. So now I'll be just taking it. You have to do everything with pencil. And I'm just putting a point. Now I'll be taking a scale at 90 degree. I have done that. Now I'll be taking a scale and drawing a straight line. See, I have drawn it. Put an arrow mark over there. Okay, now here what is that PQ? We have taken the height as 1 unit. So here I will again take it as 1 unit. Either you can use your protector for it or you can use your scale for it. I'll be using my scale. I'll place it over here. And what is it? You have to again pay attention over here. 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeters. And you want only 1 unit. So I'm taking it as 2 centimeters. See, I have placed my 2 over here. And this is the end part. I'm marking it. So I'll just keep it straight and put a point over there. Now I'll again take my scale and join this. See, this is OQ. So I'll be joining it with my O. And what is the name of this? It is Q. Okay, so I'll just join it now. I have joined it. Now this represents our root 5. Now to draw root 5 on a number line, I'm going to take my rounder and I'll place its one pointed end at O or at 0 and the other end at Q, and I'll just draw a arc. Wherever just draw it, strike it once, okay? I'm striking it more times so that it becomes clear for you to see it in the camera. So now wherever it touches is your root 5. So that is this arc is your root 5. Now in a right angled triangle ORS, okay, we will be using Pythagoras theorem. So this is your hypotenuse square plus one side square plus other side square. So hypotenuse, I'll be writing it as OS square is equal to OR square plus SR square. Just to check whether this values will be enough for us to draw root 10. Okay, so OS square, again I'll write OS square is equal to, what is the value of OR square? It is 3. So I'll write it as 3 square plus 1 square. So what is 3 square? It is 9 plus 1. So what do you get it as? 10. Now we will be taking OS square is equal to 10. Now we'll be taking square roots on both sides. So OS square root will be OS is equal to root 10. So that means using these two values you can represent root 10 on a number line. Okay, now let's go to the drawing part. Again, what did they say? You have to take 3 unit at the base. So from here, starting from here, this is your unit 1, this is your unit 2, and this will be your unit 3. So here I am going to take the protector and place it at point 3, and I'll be marking the 90 degree. 1. Now I'll be taking my scale and I'll be drawing a straight line. Now I'll be representing 1 unit. See here, what was height is taken as 1 unit. So I'll be taking this height as 1 unit. So what is 1 unit? 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeters. So I'll be taking 2 centimeter. See, here you have 2 and here is the end of it. So I'll just mark it, place it properly and just put a dot over there. Now I'll be taking the scale again and joining it with O. So O. Drawn a line with O. Now I'll be taking my rounder. I'll placing its one end at point O and I'll be measuring this and I'll be drawing a arc. So wherever this arc meets the number line, that point is your root 10. That point is your root 10. So what is this? O S. So this is your root 10 and this is your root 2. I hope that this is clear for you. Now we'll pay attention on what are the statements that you're supposed to write.